Alright, Goto, how are you gonna disappoint us today?
You probably have 2 chapters left.
Oop.
This data is...
Kengo.
Ogata.
Mm-hmm.
Ninji did take over from his father.
Yeah.
But only sound?
Is that you, Goto? It's been a while.
It's him. He's the main villain, isn't he?
If we hadn't met him... If we hadn't met him, and we're just now meeting him, it is very possible that he is the one that set events in motion. I want to say things, but I'm pretty sure if I say anything, the game will just prove me wrong or right, like, immediately, so...
The last time I saw you was 2 months before my death.
That's why you don't see a face.
Eh.
Roughly a year ago, I think.
He sounds like Fluffy.
He does, doesn't he?
He sounds... You want to know what I'm being reminded of, mostly?
Mm.
Deco Nami.
Yeah, it does sound a little bit like what Deco Nami was.
Slimy, scuzzy, greasy feel to the voice.
Ah, yes, it is I, Deco Nami. There was someone specific I was trying to imitate with that, and I can't remember who it was.
You probably mentioned it in the LP.
Ogata. Why would this be in Morimura's files? I see. So this is how she managed to raise all those funds.
And he's in Morimura's. He was the chairman. Huh. I can see what he could have done.
She must have used this AI to access the Shikishima chairman's hidden network. Not quite. I'm afraid that was originally my idea.
He's pulling the strings back there.
Mm-hmm.
The good Professor Morimura was only following my orders.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
So all of this was by design? Your design? Leaking the prototype nanomachinery to the black market?
Huh?
This
Prepare
is
for a big plot dump.
This is the bastard behind the zombie outbreak, effectively, now.
Oh my god.
He's... Ah!
The catastrophic consequences. You're the one who
Hey,
exploited
pulling
her.
up Google
If you
Docs.
blame anyone, blame yourself. We were so close
Cliff
to
list.
losing Project Arc entirely. Now we must prioritize the project above all else. I'll finally have my second chance at life.
And he only did it because Renya tried to shut everything down.
Everything that happened in 2188, all of them are because Kengo Ogata wanted immortality.
Mm-hmm.
You were planning on downloading yourself into a clone. A brave new Earth is waiting for me. I won't let you do this. What is Professor Morimura doing now? She's dead. By that hitman's hands, I presume. That's humanity. Self-destructive to the very end. Only a
Okay,
few
so he started the
survivors
zombie
left
outbreak,
now.
and he's a misanthropist. Double cliff.
My deepest condolences for your imminent death. Shut up, Construct. Your project is over. Unfortunately for you, the arc is already set off. It's still within comms range. You don't have clearance. I refuse to let an AI control the future of humanity.
Based!
I mean, we'd all end up with like 7 fingers or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
None of the
god.
survivors, the ones who would have clearance.
So basically, the reason the Earth ended in 2188 is because Kengo Ogata is a jackass.
Yep. And
So,
your dad sucks.
just to make sure I have the story on this straight, Shikishima acquired Newman to show them off as kind of, see, we're doing all this, you know, typical capitalism stuff going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Renya decided to take advantage of the situation, and instead of actually funneling money towards the projects that were shown off when they acquired Newman, decided to try to divert those funds into his personal bank accounts. At least this is what I'm getting. But when Morimura did not prove cooperative to his whole thing and was basically either threatened directly or indirectly to expose what he'd been doing, he tried to shut the project down and ordered her assassination to cover up his tracks. But she managed to keep everything going through the orders of Kengo Ogata, because he was determined to have another shot at life. And she was determined to see her project through, so to keep getting money for everything they did, they sold stuff on the black market. And thus, whatever the black market did with those nanomachines turned humanity into a mass of zombies. I've got the idea there, right? Right?
You are mostly right. There's a detail or two I'm not entirely sure you're correct on, but you've got the gist of it.
Okay.
And the thing is, Kengo was playing Morimura. Like, everything he did was basically, oh, you have these nano machines that can download memories? Oh, well, I can use that. Oh, your project got shut down. Oh, you'll need to sell that on the black market to raise money for it. Oh, look at that, you destroyed Earth. Well, we'll have to make a world-saving project to save humanity, won't we? Haha, lucky thing my AI is now saved on the ship, and I can download something. And rule over a new Earth. Kengo Ogata destroyed Earth, or got Morimura to do it, so that he could take over a new Earth as an immortal. And I think we're gonna touch on that a little more here.
Suppose I am the professor.
What is he on? I need to stay far away from it.
He's on a disk drive right now.
I want to know the
I mean,
truth.
what is he taking?
A lot of electricity. That could be better suited for life elsewhere.
I want to know the reasons behind all of this.
I mean, if he is on a disk drive, I think a good dose of electroshock therapy would work wonders. But anyway.
Or a hammer.
It depends on the disk drive. Some of those things are tanks that'll take any type of abuse. Magnet, that would work. Just a few rare earth magnets, you know.
Are you gonna start spinning around backwards on a magnet again?
Whee! I am master of magnet.
I imagine you're not inclined to
Cody,
tell me
master
anything.
of magnets. Just doesn't roll off the tongue. Not a nice name.
That was my favorite short we got out of that game.
It would be inconvenient for you if we had all the facts. considering you're trying to eliminate us. From the very beginning, you never intended for this world to survive.
Renya is only partially correct here, it seems.
Let him cook.
I don't think she intended
Let him
to
cook.
destroy everybody, though. It just, you know.
You
Unless
think
that's
I'm trying to
Kengo
destroy
in
the
there.
world?
I do.
So you think I'm enabling the kaiju now? Even though I've got more reason to hate them than any of you?
That is true, at least. You're clearly not on the kaiju's side. After all, they are a threat to your primary objective, which would be to carry out the plan you formed in 2188. However, that plan may now be untenable. The situation has deviated too drastically. Recall when I brought you to the underground UFO? I believe you said something like, it was out of your hands.
Your tiny hands. Stubby, tiny hands. Another flashback!
Yeah.
Oh, the flashbacks.
Imagine he's not relaying any of this to baby Chihiro. He's just staring off into space, and she's just like,
This is the mainframe of the UFO?
Yes.
Honestly, Okino-kun, you can't take anything else in life seriously.
The goddamn hack.
So why do you put so much time into all this?
Like mother, like son.
Okino.
Just talking to myself. More importantly, look at this mess. Something unpleasant must have happened here.
Yeah, your son died.
and so did Roscoe, and Roscoe Jr., and Roscoe the Third.
Probably left here by Aegis.
Probably even got the fourth one, Dennis.
Dennis!
Not Derek.
They probably got Derek too, let's be honest.
Yeah,
External damage suggests the weapon was a phaser.
this is so not Derek.
They're all out of commission. Too damaged to function.
I see. Let's get started then.
Is it really possible?
I have a fairly comprehensive grasp of this system. This abnormality all comes down to the decode, right? I should be able to get rid of it.
Why would Miss Morimura push for Operation Aegis if this was an option all along?
Well, you said it yourself. She's either being controlled by someone, or she could be trying to save herself.
That's not right. Hold on. That file system hadn't even been
Shut up.
analyzed yet.
Shut up, I'm just a little baby.
How did you gain access?
I have a senior admin ID. Access privileges for the entire system.
You somehow got access to an account that high level?
Yes, I have my ways. This is no good. Sector 3's mainframe has been damaged in an attack. It's barely operational. I won't be able to process much here. Well, not much choice. I'll have to send direct instructions to the command ship.
Command ship?
The mothership in orbit. It can send commands directly to the UFO.
Is it? An Ark? Some grand design from the people of the future?
Either that or a base of operations for an alien invasion. The comms channel to the command ship is cut off. Must be hiding somewhere beyond the horizon. Looks like about 35 minutes until the comms reconnect. But we don't have that long. Time trying to find another link.
Will this fix cut off the Kaiju's attacks?
It should be able to solve the problem at its core.
That's not the same as saying yes.
However, we can't stop any commands that were already processed. That's out of my hands.
Which means...
My tiny little hands.
That are once
My
again
stub-
stroking the bunny out of stress.
we'll still have
Fun
to
to
deal
make
with
that
the
bag go
Kaiju
bye-bye.
already generated. We don't know how many the factories have produced. If we could just verify their numbers.
She is not a little ninja lady. That much is
No.
certain.
We're going to need the Sentinels after all.
That may be best. Operation Aegis is too much of a risk.
In other words, the decode's activation is a blow you cannot recover from. No matter how you try to fix it, your plan is irreversibly impacted.
I can't help but notice that this route is less about him, more about Chihiro.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Takatoshi's route was a lot about Okino.
But it was also a lot about Takatoshi
Yeah.
himself. This is just Chihiro.
Mm.
Then, you would just restart the loop anew.
All he's doing is calling her out.
In order to trigger a loop, you need them to destroy all the sector's mainframes. And therein lies your goal. You want this world destroyed so the timeline can be reset. But you have one major obstacle. And that's Operation Aegis. Aegis isn't just an ordinary defense system. It causes a terminal to seal itself off in self-defense, preventing anyone from using it to control the world. Once all the terminals are sealed off, we'll be severed from the mainframe, effectively preventing any further loop or extinction. But if that happens, your plan is null and void. We'd be stuck in a loop where your goal was impossible. Let's backtrack a little bit. We discussed the suspect of Miss Morimura's murder. And you asked me who I think did it.
Yes! That was the whole point of this conversation!
If you actually are Professor Chihiro Morimura,
Ugh!
I believe you personally murdered Miss Morimura.
Did I now?
There we go.
She was a staunch advocate of Operation Aegis.
We have finally established the thing we saw like 15 videos ago or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A thorn in your side. Someone in the way of your reset.
You know
An
what?
interesting theory,
You did it.
if also an incorrect one.
Believe me, I understand why you'd view me with hostility. Certainly Renya Goto was responsible for chasing you out of Newman. Even if it was on Shikishima's behalf. A buyer simply eliminating liabilities.
He did more than chase her out.
After that, you took the lead on Project Arc. Under Kengo Ogata's oversight. Kengo Ogata, of course, being Nenji Ogata's father, and Shikishima's chairman, who recognized your talent. He passed away in 2187. His age caught up with him. But the other Kengo Ogata is perhaps more relevant. The one you created after his death using his memories. An AI construct.
Oops.
You were letting it control you.
I was just getting advice.
And it gave you some really bad advice.
It did not give you good advice, not in the least.
I'm just a little baby. I don't know what to do.
Newman was acquired by the conglomerate Shikishima. With these interlocutors, apparently some kind of nanomachine information technology, they've become one of the world's top megacorps. This refers to the humans who can control those compatible have nanomachine. If Operation Aegis succeeds, a world reset will no longer be possible. This operation goes against Professor Morimura's agenda. She will stop at nothing to prevent it.
Dug that out of a log, too?
Yes. Renya Goto found that AI. The log was recorded in the colony after your death. Once your clone reaches 18 years of age, you set it so that she'd download your memories. It's clear this project was not a selfish endeavor. I'm sure you felt a sense of duty to save humanity. But you were also trying to bring Kengo Ogata back to life. So Professor Morimura takes over Chihiro Morimura's clone. And presumably, Kengo Ogata would take over Nenji Ogata's clone. That's why you're so intent on sticking to the plan. Certainly, from your perspective.
That would also explain why they were trying to dig for the decode inside of Ninji's memories.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Morimura was expendable. She had to die. Her very survival endangered your ultimate goal.
Well, that is a shame.
Gonna pull on him too?
This
Yep.
isn't ideal.
Yep.
But you know too much. Goodbye.
QED. Like the smug jackass he is, he gets something labeled QED.
This.
I will say the ending is kind of long, so we may want to not linger as much as we can while we're going through these chapters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're at the last chapter.
I think you are, yeah.
We're at the last chapter, we've got some more battles, and then the ending.
Yep.
And the ending itself is kind of long.
Yeah.
Okay.
Centennial Case 2!
Except this one won't get blocked.
Yes.
We're still very annoyed about that.
Yeah.
Because it was such a cool ending.
Yeah.
Long as it was.
Yeah.
We stayed up till like 2 in the friggin' morning recording that.
Yeah.
We are.
Because we're like, sure, it won't be that long. Oh, it's literally like 2 hours.
The
I
ending's
can see
not that
colors.
long, is it?
No, I don't think that it's that
Not
long.
for
but-
Oh,
here.
it was close. Oh, this
Not
one,
for here.
no.
Okay.
No. It's like half an hour.
Yeah.